my neighbor is on my nerves. But see, I know how to keep my calm and how to solve problems without acting violent. He was an old man. I'd say he was in his 50s or so. He looked very nice at first glance. But unfortunately, that's not the person he turned out to be. So, when I first moved into my new house, he kept looking at me with an angry expression. I knew in that moment that he didn't like me one bit. He lived across the street, and my bedroom window had a good view towards his living room window. See, my bedroom window faces his living room window in the way it's located. Anyway, I can see when he sits down to watch TV, or when he walks into his bedroom, which I'm sure he's noticed since every day he would stare at my window for at least 30 seconds while he was sitting on his couch. He would just stare with hatred in his eyes. I think it's important to say that his bedroom is downstairs and mine is upstairs, so he would have to look up to my window and I'd just have to look down. A few weeks into living into my new house, he would throw his garbage in my yard. Yeah, you heard that right. His trash on my damn yard, and I had to pick it up. I know, stupid. I should have went and told him to pick it up, but do you ever just do anything that you can to avoid drama with a certain person? Well, that's how I felt. See, I didn't want to cause any drama or cause a scene in my neighborhood within my first month of living there. But by the second month, things started to intensify. He started to cuss me out and even stick out his middle finger at me for no reason when he saw me outside getting my mail or taking out my trash. Even sometimes as I left work, it was insane. I mean, I never did anything to this man. Hell, I didn't even know his damn name, and here he was disrespecting me for no reason. And at first, I thought he was mentally ill. So for some while, I let him get away with everything he had done. But when I thought to myself, if he was mentally ill, wouldn't he be living with someone to take care of him? And I knew he wasn't living with anyone since it was pretty obvious. I mean, almost 4 months living here and I've only seen him. Nobody else. In the end, though, someone did end up taking care of him. So, this story has a good ending for me. I had jumped to the conclusion that his old age got him grumpy. It got into him, and him being lonely caused him to be angry and made him act the way that he acted. So, I started to feel bad. And this brings us to December. On Christmas Eve, around 9 p.m., I decided to take him a big bag of candies and chocolates to make up for whatever I did to make him hate me. Just to make friends with him. I know, a bag of candy and chocolates was weird, but it was all I had in mind. Food would have been obvious. When I knocked on his door, he opened it. And when he saw me, he was shocked. And within a millisecond, that shock turned to anger. After everything I've done to you, and you dare step onto my doorstep? He asked, confused. Yes. Look, sir, I don't want any more problems. Okay, I just came to give you these candies and chocolates so that we can be friends. Or at least good neighbors. I'm sure these things will satisfy you and make your problems go away. Especially mine, I said. He looked at me, rolled his eyes in hatred, and yanked the bag of candy and chocolates out of my hands. Get out, he said, as he slammed the door in my face. You really know how to piss someone off. I said to myself under my breath. I started to walk back to my house, then went to my bedroom, and from my window I saw the man sit on his couch. Take a quick glance to my window, looked away, and turned on his TV. He didn't see me since it was dark outside, and I had my lights off. He then ate one of my chocolates, and I stared in horror as I saw my neighbor's bedroom door open. And from within it, a shadow emerged. The intruder was holding a knife and stood behind him for 5 long minutes. Then the poison started to kick in. He started to choke, and when he got up with a swift move, the shadow behind him grabbed his head from behind, penetrating his knife against his throat, and with one smooth motion, sliced his throat open. My neighbor's lifeless body then fell onto the floor, and I stared in disbelief, processing what I just saw. The intruder then looked at me, and my senses came back. A smile smeared across my face and nodded with content to the intruder, signaling that I was thankful for what he had done. I was finally at peace. Different people, same goals, different plans. I chuckled to myself.